Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it's me, Rashid Hill, and I'm back. You know why? Because we got a new episode for the SAFIR Global and ZENIQ Technologies opportunity. Today is going to be an amazing time. We're going to talk about tokenization. Now, what do I know about tokenization? Well, I can tell you real quick that today you're going to want to stay tuned. Have you ever heard somebody say, did you know? And then you just kind of said, no. Today I'm going to say, did you know that there's an $800 trillion industry out there and $24 trillion worth of that is tokenization on the blockchain? Yes, taking physical assets and transferring them to be digital assets onto the blockchain, which is, by the way, a multi-billion-dollar industry for ZENIQ Technologies and those that are taking part in it. But guess who's leading that charge? ZENIQ Technologies. Do you want to be a part of that? Would you like to get commissions from that? Well, guess what? I'm going to show you how right now. Let's go. Let's talk tokenization. Tokenizing assets will disrupt many industries and unlock trillions of dollars because it opens not only liquid financial markets to new investors, but also illiquid assets like fine art or real estate. This is the opening to your future. ZENIQ Technologies is the leader in this industry. SAFIR Global has partnered with ZENIQ Technologies in order to bring this, what you're looking at right now, to life. Yes, tokenization is not new, but putting it on a blockchain is new. And guess what? ZENIQ Technologies has filled a gap in the blockchain space with this expertise. You don't have to own a whole building anymore if you're investing in real estate. You may not have been able to do that. The advantages and benefits are very obvious when it comes to tokenization. The blockchain ownership becomes more transparent and it gives worldwide access to people with a simple internet connection. Tokenized projects will play a major role in the future of ZENIQ Technologies. And guess what? As a coin holder with SAFIR Global and ZENIQ Technologies, we're going to get commissions for every project that they do. Wow. You want to be part of this. Get in touch with me. Let's do this. So when you see this information, the multi-trillion-dollar market, you know, when I was doing Forex, they were talking about, 5 trillion. Then we got into the crypto. We talk about 6 trillion. We're talking tokenization. Decentralized finance raises to about 11 million or trillion. Now we're sitting on the verge of an exciting time that most of us just have never witnessed before. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I'm here today. That's why I'm introducing you again to this particular platform. We are talking about SAFIR Global, right, that partnered with ZENIQ Technologies and OCS International Bank in order to bring us this once in a lifetime, absolutely. And I can say that because of every time that I listen to a presentation from the top leaders, every time that I'm digging and getting more information so that I can be more educated on the program and the ins and outs of the program so that I can pass that information on to my folks. Every single time that I learn something new, I get more excited. You know why? Because there's nothing else like it out there. There are people that will look at an opportunity today and join one today, join one tomorrow, join one the next day. No. When I talk about 1K per day, when I talk about multiple streams of income, it is not about going from program to program to program to program because you can't manage all of those programs. Some people say you can't manage but one program at a time. I disagree. But what I do agree with is you can't have too many at one time. Therefore, SAFIR Global has created an opportunity where when you look at the compensation plan and you're a network or team builder, or even if you're just an investor, you know that you're in the right place and you know this is the last stop on the financial, freedom train. This is actually, I'm talking point by point, you can put it up against anything else and you will clearly see why this is a top tier legacy company. Here's what I want to show you. We're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar market right here on the screen, right? So when I kick this off, I'm going to talk a little bit about tokenization. Then I'm gonna get into some numbers because everybody likes to know statistics. And then I'm going to go into the comp plan. I'm gonna talk about the partnership between SAFIR Global, ZENIQ Technologies, talk a little bit about OCS as well. And so you'll understand that relationship. And I'm talking about these things because I'm basing it on questions I get. So if I do a video every week, that's because in the middle of that week, I'm getting numerous questions that are answered every Saturday on my weekly show. Every Saturday, I do a 9 a.m. Right here, Pacific Standard Time, right? Literally every Saturday, I do a 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Zoom call about SAFIR Global and ZENIQ Technology, this opportunity. And yes, I talked exactly about what you're seeing right now. So the tokenization is really what's key, because the company, ZENIQ Technologies, has taken on tokenization, fill the gap in the market so that they are the leaders in this market. So that they are the leaders in this market. That's why they are contracted with the Dubai government to provide tokenization of their processes. And so when I get into the explanation and talk a little bit more about tokenization, you'll understand a lot more of what that actually means, because these are multi-billion-dollar contracts. When you're talking to government, you know there's a lot that goes on in the government. There's so many things that most people are just like, this is confusing. Why do I have to stand in a line so long? Why can't I just walk into a government building, get things done, and walk back out? You know how crazy it is. You know when you're trying to get something done with the government, any government, it takes forever. Well, guess what? Now tokenization comes along, and ZENIQ Technologies, being right there in Dubai, the blockchain hub of the world, they are able to partner with the royal family of Dubai. Yes, actually, that's true. And they're participating in contracts that help them to show why they are the leaders in tokenization. And it's saving, and this is something that the actual CEO of SAFIR said, they're saving the Dubai government with their tokenization projects over $70 billion. Come on, people. So yes, that's why it's so amazing. That's why it's so popular. And that's why they have over 70 contracts in the queue, ready to go. And guess who gets commissions from those? Yep, you're right. SAFIR Global members are affiliates that are coin holders of the ZENIQ coin. That's who gets the profits from these projects. So let's kick this thing off. We're going to talk about this presentation, a little unorthodox, a little different, because, hey, you know what? You've seen the basic stuff. You've seen the slides. You've seen all of that. But you're still kind of on the fence. You're listening to people that don't know what they're talking about. You listen to somebody from another country. You listen to somebody from the US, listen to somebody from, Asia, you listen to somebody from Africa, you listen to somebody from UK, you just don't know which one is which. Well, guess what? You're gonna listen to Rashid right here from San Diego right now. He's gonna give you the truth, nothing but the truth, the whole truth, so that you can get the right information straight up, no chaser. This is what we want you to know, because guess what? At the end of the day, consistency in the information is key, because when you hear it before you join, you want to know that after you join, it's the same information. You don't want no sales pitch. And then when you get in, you're like, you didn't say that. Or wait a minute, you said I would get 1,000 coins a day when I'm only getting 2 coins a day. No, it doesn't work that way. I'm going to tell you exactly. I'm going to tell you exactly what comes from the company, the corporate information, so that you know that's consistency and transparency in the information that Rashid's providing. Rashid is the founder of Team Achieve, which is a marketing arm within the SAFIR Global marketing team. And we are definitely well connected within this organization. And we love to help people, period. We love to help you win, because we haven't seen anything like this. And so we're so happy to be part of something very unique. And I love the fact that it's unique ZENIQ, right? It's so cool, because the unique ZENIQ blockchain is like none other. And that's something that we'll talk a little bit about later. So anyway, let's get this thing rolling. So the forecast that the World Economic Forum says, within this $800 trillion market, there is $24 trillion worldwide by 2027. It's all about tokenization, right? So right now, it's already a multi-trillion dollar market, but by 2027, it's going to be a $24 trillion market. And so when the top leaders talk about tokenization, they talk about it with ZENIQ, then they know that ZENIQ has already informed them, right, that with the projects that they're doing right now, there's 2 real estate projects going on, and there's going to be a special announcement about all the projects, everything that's going on happening on the 21st of September. Yes, that's in probably a couple of days or so. So that's happening right now. So my next video is going to give you some updates about where we are. And hey, if you're standing, like I said, if you're on the fence, then hey, when you don't get what you think you should get, when you don't get the coins that you should get, when you don't earn the level of income because you didn't get in at the beginning, when you had the opportunity, you can't say you didn't know. Well, guess what? There's nothing anybody can do about it, because now when those coins have been minted every day, right? We understand the ZENIQ coins are minted every day. And so when those coins are minted, then they're going to be going to these different hubs, right? These hubs are going to kick them out to the different accounts. So that's not a quick, that process doesn't just like bing, right? They get minted, but then they have to be dispersed. Okay. So if you're confused about how that process works, get with me. We'll talk about it, but I'm letting you know they're going to be dispersed. They get to your back office. And so you get an X amount of coins, but every 1,000, right? We got to make sure people remember this. For every 1,000 that are minted, then there's 1,000 being sold. So every 1,000 hubs that are sold, then there's a halving process that happens. You know, annual halving process is happening in February. Well, guess what's going to happen before that? And it's happening right now. There's a sales halving process. So when we talk about the ZENIQ coin, then yes, you are getting coins minted. It's a continuous process. It doesn't stop for 20 years. But here's what happens. There's only 600 million coins that's going to be minted in the first place. The second piece is every 1,000 hubs that are sold, then 2 to 4% reduction in the coin minting will happen, right? So that masternode is turning them out, but in order to keep the price going up, the demand going up, and the coin has to be reduced. That's how economics works, okay? So if you're not in today and you're not purchasing your hub today, guess what happens? You're going to miss out on a series of coins being minted to your account. Every single day, those coins are reducing. Yes, this is an actual sense of urgency. Yes, this is a PSA, public service announcement, that if you are interested in the program, if you understand investments, if you want to be at the top of your investment game, and by the end of the year, next year, 2022, you want to look back and say, I am so glad that Rashid reminded me, because I was on the fence, right? Yeah, I'm talking to you on the fence, right? You know who you are. You come to my groups, Facebook, Telegram, and you sit there and you watch and you listen and you and you think about it and you look at your account and say, well, I want to purchase the 14.99 euro hub, but I only have 500 euros. Okay, should I wait? Okay, I'll wait till I get 14.99. Well, guess what? That's never going to happen, because you're going to continually wait, right? Then you got people on Facebook that followed me from, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months. They've seen it from the beginning. They saw it from previous programs. They see that I have turned around over 400 people's income since that, right? We've had good times, we have bad times, good programs, bad programs. But guess what? In the last 4 months, we have been on an upswing, and because we have selected quality programs. ZENIQ technology is absolute quality, and the people that join are making money from day one, right? And now the people that join from day one, let's say they purchase a 450 euro, fraction share. Then they purchase another, and now they have a hub. So they didn't just come in and purchase that 14.99 euro hub because they just didn't have the capacity, or just like any other program, you're a little scared, so you purchase a little bit at a time. That's okay. Get to your hub. When they get that hub, now they're like, oh, wait a minute. I just found out that if I have a hub, then I'll be able to participate in the decentralized exchange commissions. Wait a minute. Now I'll be able to use my masternode. I'll be able to create tokens as well. Hey, guess what? Since I have the hub, now I'm in a better position to get a bigger share of the commissions that come. So yeah, sit on the fence and watch the game, watch the parade, watch us go right on by, because guess what's going to happen? You're still going to see what we're doing in the future. I know I kind of went off track here a little bit, but I'm just kind of curious to what happened, right? When you were growing up and you wanted something better, you knew your life should be a certain way. And you started down that road and you felt like if I go to school, if I go to college, you know, if I follow these processes, if I follow this group think, then maybe I'll be successful, right? You may be successful. And I gave an example the other day. You could be working on Wall Street while the jock that you looked at and talked about in high school is over there playing video games. But that jock is getting Bitcoin in 2010 for winning video games and collecting them because he thinks it's cool. But you're over here very intelligent with your silk tie and silk suit, alligator shoes on, working on Wall Street, making 100K a year. Hey, you're managing, $500 million portfolio for other people, but you're making your 100K, right? And you're like, hey, I'm good. But the person that you talked about and laughed at is earning Bitcoin every day because he's playing games and they're rewarding him every time he wins or goes to another level with Bitcoin. Then 2011, 12, 13 comes around and my man put it in a wallet somewhere and left it. But you know what? He's a jock, right? So this jock, and I told this story the other day, and this jock doesn't really understand how things work. So the jock, he scribbled on his wall the actual wallet address for his Bitcoin because he didn't know what else to do with it. He's like, I just put it in this account. You know, somebody said, do this, I did that. The jock, I just follow instructions. You tell me to put it there, I put it there. Gone. Boom, I got 500 Bitcoin and they cost me like 10 cents each back in the day. And so I spent, I don't know, $50 and I got 500 Bitcoin. So he's won all these video games, but he etched in his wall at home his wallet address. Yeah, and probably put his password too. I don't know, but this is a story that I like. So here it is, 2020, and pandemic comes along. So now my man is spending all his time. He's not at the burger joint today. You on Wall Street kicking it, right? You probably working for MicroStrategy or Galaxy Digital. You're big time, right? You know about Bitcoin, but you're the fiat person. You're the fiat person, right? Making 100K a year, wearing your silk tie and your silk suits and your alligator shoes, and you're chilling because you're smart, right? You understand finance, you understand investments, so that's your world. But if somebody mentioned Bitcoin, you're like, I don't know who owns it. That's got to be a scam. That doesn't work. It ain't going nowhere. Okay, cool. So the jock, guess what he does? He's, playing games, right? He's a pandemic. He's at home. So he used to work at McDonald's. Now he ain't working at McDonald's because they're shut down. So he goes and looks at his wall and said, let me look and see what that Bitcoin is doing because it's been like 10 years or so. I don't know. I'm going to check it out. Well, anyway, he forgets. Then it's around February, March timeframe, 2021. And the jock decides, I think I'll go check that out because I'm still at home. I haven't got a job. I can't get out the house. He checks it out. But now big time over here, Wall Street guy, smart guy, wearing his nice suits every day, helping make people money, doing great. Yep, absolutely. But old jock over here in March or so of 2021, he puts in that wallet address. He's got his password, everything hooked up, and he opens his Coinbase account. What did I say? 500, right? So let's say he has 500 Bitcoin that he hasn't even touched and hadn't touched since 2010, 13, whatever. He had 500. He paid for some of it, didn't pay for some of it because he was winning it. Okay, he got 500 Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin hit about $50,000. So let's just see what he actually, may have made off of that. 50,000 times 500, 25 million. So let's put it into perspective. Let me bring that home for you. There are people out here in Facebook land that follow me around. Some of them have talked about me. Some of them had lashed out at me because they lost some money in a program here or there. Then you have others that actually ask questions. I provided answers. And then I go to Telegram. Then I go to, Instagram or even Twitter. There are people that email me. There are people that I've spent time after time after time with them, talking to them about succeeding in this business. after 2 or 3 months of on and off conversations, I'm increasingly earning. The people that I talk to and I work with closely are earning, and they show the information. There's nobody's hiding anything. And those people are still on the fence because they're waiting for the crash. They're waiting for the thing to go under. They're waiting not for success, because they're not going to be part of it. So the only thing that they're doing is sitting there waiting for that jock to lose his wallet address so that he doesn't get his 500 Bitcoin, or equivalent of $25 million. But guess what? That jock wasn't stupid. That jock saw an opportunity and actually etched his wallet address on the wall. And guess what? Now he's $25 million ahead. So the point of the story is, it's not about when, where, and what. At the end of the day, you need to make a decision, and you see this opportunity. If I've talked to you before, this is your opportunity to get started. Point blank, period. This is the one. This will take you where you want to go. But if you don't get started, you're going to miss the boat. I know that sounds like one of those sales pitches. It is not. Every single day, those coins are reducing. If you want, let's say if you want 100,000 coins by the end of 2022, if you do not get started very soon, the halving process, annual halving, will cut all that in half. Guess what? I'm going to have my over 100,000 coins because I already started. I average about 10,000 coins a month. So I'm okay, but I'm trying to help you. So here we go, right? On the screen, time halving, sales halving. That's what the company is telling you right now. If you want to earn with the coin, you can do it. But if you purchase the coin package, right, that's another added value for you. If you purchase your coin package, guess what happens? Whole nother level, right? You purchase your coin package, guess what happens? These are shares. So if the coin package says 2x, let's say that was 2 shares, and it's not, but I'm just saying, what if that was? That gives you an idea. So 2x means, let's say it means 2 shares, 4x means 4 shares, 8 shares, 16 shares, 32 shares, so on and so on and so on. So if they have a 30, if they have, let's say 300 people that have qualified with their hubs to earn commissions, and there's a $1 billion contract, which they already say is multi-billion, but let's say it's 1 billion, right? They're going to take between 1 and 5% of that as commission. So they get 3%, which is right in the middle. 3% of 1 billion is about 30 million, right? So if you have, let's say 300 people that qualify to earn shares, how do you think it's going to be divvied up? You think everybody's going to get 100,000? Not going to happen. So what's going to happen is, if you have 2x, then you're going to get the lowest amount of shares. If you have a 128x, obviously you're going to probably get pretty much half of the shares, right? You've got 8x, 16x, you're going to get more than the 2x. So this is how this works. Look at it as shares in the company, right? When you purchase a hub, you're purchasing some shares. This is just an example. You don't have any ownership in ZENIQ. You don't have any ownership in SAFIR. You don't have any ownership in any of these companies. But this is a good example because they're going to pay you based on the commissions they earn from those projects, based on where you are in the investment pool. If you invested and got a 2x, if you invested and got your 4x, if you invested and got 8x, 16x, 32, 64, 128, or 256, you will be in the major shareholding, share receiving, not holding, share receiving position. Those commissions are coming to you because you have invested more. If you have anything from the 100 to the 800, then obviously that's going to be reduced. And so you need to figure out a way to increase your holdings so that you can participate in those commissions. Okay, so that's key. That's key. And every single day, those coins are being minted and they're going out. When somebody purchases, when we purchase, when 1,000 are sold, 2 to 4% national minting is reduced, right? In order to keep the price to going up, because we got to, bring the scarcity into the program. This is happening every day. There's no joke. There's no, no playing no games. This is a real deal. Let's move forward to how do you actually make money with this program? Here's the beauty of network marketing. And I'm gonna tell you, I got out of network marketing a long time ago. It was not for me. I was tired of dealing with folks, tired of walking and running, chasing after people. That was like, come on, man, you know what? We can get over that. Well, guess what the beauty of it is, right? When I started my 1K per day program, what I found out was the key to it, and I've never told people this, the key to the program is passive income. So I created a whole passive income website because I found a system that works. It's crazy, but it's awesome, right? It works. So passive income is the key to those multiple streams. If you cannot find a passive income program, then you are going to struggle, struggle, struggle. And I think Warren Buffett says something, you know, about you'll work till you die or something. I don't know. So here's the thing. This is the first part of the comp plan. It's a unilevel. So what does a unilevel mean, right? If you don't know, then let's say, for instance, you sign up, you purchase your hub, you get in the game. Now you got your code, you got everything, right? You're ready to go. You invite somebody, they say, hey, this is awesome, let's get it. You're gonna get 9% direct referral bonus of everything that that person personally does. So if they purchase a 450 euro, package, you'll get 9%. If they purchase, and then they go back and they purchase another 450 euro package, you get 9%. And when they get, they purchase enough to get to a hub. So every purchase, you'll get 9%. So it's not a one time, it's every time. Okay. So every single purchase, you'll get the 9% because every hub, every package is on its own. There's no, discount and you get the next package. You just pay the difference. No, it doesn't work that way. You purchase each one individually so you can get that maximum amount of coins. All right. So that's how that works. Now, when that person decides that they want to invite somebody as well, then you'll get 8% of who they invite and they'll get the 9% and so on and so on and so on. So I think you kind of know how that works. Now, when you graduate and, to the point where you bring in 10,000 in volume, when you bring 10,000 in volume into your organization, that's include as you plus whoever, is part of your team, because you're going to have 7 people minimum at this point, 7 people minimum. You got 10,000 in volume, then you're going to get a 300 euro bonus check. Yes, that's right. Now that gives you the Ruby status. Now, if you want to hit double Ruby, you bring in 20,000, which is 10,000 additional. Not 20 more. This is in addition to the 10 you already got. Now you add 10 more and you hit the 20,000, you're going to get 600 euro bonus. Now you got to have at least 12 people that you directly sponsor. Now those 12 are going to take you all the way to diamond. When you bring in 100,000 in volume, they're going to give you 3,000 euro bonus. When you bring 300,000 in volume, you're going to get a 9,000 euro bonus. When you bring in 500,000 in volume, you're going to get a 15,000 euro bonus. Yes, absolutely correct. It is a bonus, not a annual salary. Some people don't make 15,000 a year, but you're going to get it in a one-time boom bonus because you're doing the work, you're building your teams, you're making it happen. Guess what happens at 1 million in volume? You add one more person, you sponsor, bring them in. You got 13 direct that's actually, activated in the system, doing what they got to do, purchase the program, purchase a product, and you bring in 1 million total of volume. They're going to give you a 40,000 euro bonus check. Oh, yes, that is incredible. Because when I look at that, I think about all the network marketing programs that I've ever seen. I used to do actual comp plans. My wife, she would do the product or the marketing piece, and I would do the comp plan. So I would look at the comp plans and figure out, the ins and outs on that thing. There's nothing like this out there. I've never seen anything as lucrative as this because they are saying thank you, right? And what we've already been told, because people ask the question, how are they able to pay all this? They're already revenue positive. Like I said, they got multi-billion-dollar projects going on. And so the top, like I said, the top leaders in the organization have already had this question asked and they've already provided the answers. And that's the information that I'm passing on is they are revenue positive. They are not looking for this plan to help the company grow. This plan is not it. This plan is helping us as marketers and affiliate leaders to grow, right? So that we'll go out there and continue marketing. What they're doing is they're utilizing their technology with contracts and so on and so forth. But how do they grow indirectly is by us going out and promoting for the company. And I think if you understand network marketing, that's the basic essence of network marketing. You bring in an army of people and leaders, and them leaders go out and build a bigger army, and they go and market, and they pay you, a few percent to do that. This is how it works. So they're not taking money from us and saying, okay, let's run the company off of the money we get from these people. No, it doesn't work that way. So just understand that for those that ask that question, no, they're not taking money from our, because what we're doing is investing in the company, right? So when we invest in the company, then of course they're able to do better projects. They're able to have better technologies and increase and improve what they already have. So when they get that bigger project, because now they have more funding, now they can go ahead and get bigger projects, and we can help be rewarded for it because we're helping that process. If you understand pre-ICO, if you understand ICO, if you understand crowdfunding, crowdsourcing, start engine, type Series A, investments and funding sources, then this will give you kind of that idea. This is where we're at. We're just right before all of that happens. We're really, really at the beginning here. So there's 5 other ways you can get paid, but I'm going to talk to you about probably the cream of the crop, the top way that I've definitely seen that they pay. That would be the global profit sharing. So here's what they've done. Every month, they're going to take the revenue, right, and take 10% of that revenue and say, okay, how many rank levels do we have, career levels do we have out there? Okay, we got like 300, that's hit Ruby all the way up to double gold diamond. So they're going to take all those numbers and they're going to say, okay, we got X amount of revenue, 10% of that is this amount, and now let's divide that up. Now they divided it up, comes up with 260 euro as a bonus for each person that hit these ranks. So now they're going to take that 260, right, and apply it to these stars. You got 1 star, you get 1 share, 260. You got 2 stars, you get 2 shares. Boom, 520. 10 shares, 2,600. When you hit now 260, 2,600. But when you get to diamond, you get 80 shares, right? So if you're getting 80 shares at 260, you're looking at about 20,000 plus. Now, you may say, that's crazy. Yeah, I say that too. But here's the mind-blowing thing. This is not only at one time. They already gave you the one time, which was the bonus that you got. As a diamond with 1 million in volume, right? 13 people direct, you got a 40,000 euro check. One time, boom, got it, right? Automatic into your back office as soon as you hit that. Well, guess what happens again? They're going to give you 20,000 a month for 6 months. Hope you got that piece. They're not giving it to you just one time. They're going to give it to you for 6 months straight. So when you hit any of these career levels, whatever that profit sharing share is, you're going to get it for 6 months. Man, that's powerful. These guys don't play. So I just want to leave you with that. Definitely powerful, definitely amazing. Wow. Yeah, it's awesome. You definitely want to be a part of this. All right. With that being said, I know a lot of good information. Right now, we're pushing on a little more time than I wanted to have here with you. I know I went over a lot of crazy stuff, but one of the things that I want to leave you with is the fact that it's all true. ZENIQ Technologies is powerful. You know, SAFIR Global has created an avenue for us to drive down. And I'm not, you know, I'm in a car that's flying, and I'm not slowing down. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that contact me. We talk, we have conversations, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm in this to win. And so if you want to call and you want to chit chat and you want to just talk about, you know, your doubts and your misgivings, and you want to talk about why you want to know if the smart contract is solid, why you want to know, you know, that why they're using ERC20, you know, token for the coin. If you want to know, you know, look, here's what you want to know. Here's what you want to know. ZENIQ Technologies has created the fastest blockchain on the market. ZENIQ Technologies is creating a decentralized exchange that will host their coin, ZENIQ coin, just like BNB. Exactly the same process. They're going to host their coin there, right? And it will help to reduce fees, and it will help with the transactions if you and when you use the decentralized exchange that ZENIQ has and is producing. Additionally, in the ecosystem, you're able to use your ZENIQ coin just like you would use Bitcoin at a point of sale transaction. Or if you're trying to wire money somewhere, they have put in place an API that will connect between your banking system and the ZENIQ app and the ZENIQ back office and the ZENIQ hub. All of that is going to be connected. That's why the hub is so important. If you have the hub, then you control your assets, like physically, like right in front of you, right? But if you don't, then they'll be in the back office, and you can still do that, but it's just a little more control with that hub. These are key aspects. When you start to compare what ZENIQ Technologies has, what SAFIR Global has brought to the table as far as marketing, then compare that to what you know, compare that to what's out there. Why are you allowing yourself to get caught up in nonsense? Why are you talking about, are you even bringing to the table what some stranger that makes money off of websites and doing negative reviews on every company that has a crypto or network marketing model attached to it? What good is that doing you, me, or anybody else? Nothing, because the company, right, that I market for, they're every day growing the business. They're every day creating and developing better ways, right, to market, better ways to present, better ways to put this incredible opportunity in front of their customers, clients, and anybody else, affiliates and promoters that they can. This is what's going on inside. So you need to stop looking at what's going on outside and look at what's going on inside. And then you will take advantage of this amazing opportunity. Because here's one of the things that I heard a religious person say, right? The imam, leader of the community. Here's what he says. This is the same concept that we all kind of find ourselves in. When the pandemic hit, everybody was praying for a cure. Everybody was praying for a solution, a resolution. Everybody wanted to find a healthy way to get out of this situation. How do I get back to normal? How do I, what do I need? Please, God, help us get back to that normalcy. Everybody was begging for that, right? Many people, I'm not gonna say everybody, some people maybe like the pandemic. But most people would like to get rid of, the ailment and get back to some normalcy, right? So I guess in your mind, that meant, in a single swoosh, all, the COVID-19 is gone. And everybody's healed, everybody's safe, everybody can go back out there and just run around with no mask. It's okay. But it doesn't work that way. Here's why I say that. Because when you are sitting there on your knees or looking at yourself in the mirror or sitting in your quiet spot and you have bills piling up and you're asking, please help me find something that can help me get out of this financial strife, get out of this financial stress, get out of this bad financial situation. I need some, please, and just give me a way out. You're looking for a pile of money to show up on your doorstep. But here's what happens when people beg for a solution to the pandemic. They rushed the vaccine, right? The government's rushed the vaccine past everything, even FDA, to your doorstep. Take this vaccine and you will have some protection. Guess what happened next? People will go to their religious leaders and say, can I get an exemption from taking this vaccine? So people are going to their financial advisors and saying, I didn't ask for this opportunity. I was asking for a stack of money to appear on my doorstep. That's what I thought I was asking for. I didn't know I would have to do a little research and a little work. At the end of the day, you need to decide when you ask, are you prepared to receive? I'm Rashid Hill. It has been a pleasure, and I am so happy as a leader, Team Achieve, to help you get to the level of success that you want. And this right here is definitely one of the best ways to do it. All right, talk to you later. Peace, and I'm out.